Hello, everybody. This is Tariq Murad again, your coach, your business coach. And today, since I got from you a lot of requests, this is Tariq Murad again, your coach. Since I got a lot of requests from you, sorry, there was an echo here. I just deleted the echo. Anyway, I want to tell you, since the last couple of times I've done the video, I've been asked about what converts a customer from a B or a C, B or C or D customer into an A customer. So I'm going to start today with a little bit of information about service, and then we're going to go into the talk in the next video about the how to really make a customer move up on the ladder to give you what you want. So what we're going to cover today is just a little bit of what stellar service is all about, and you can start thinking about this a little bit because that's going to affect us on how we move forward with getting the customer into an A-level customer. So the question is, what are customers looking for? What are your customers really looking for? And this is what we're going to be looking at today. So before I start with this, I just want to kind of give you a couple of little ideas here before we get going with that, is that this is the definition that we use about a successful business, that it's a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. And we keep insisting on this look here because in the end, you want your business to be working and functioning, and it does not depend on you being there all the time. And that's something that you need to be thinking about, that eventually your business will move in that direction and you'll be able to work comfortably in that direction. So one of the things that I will kind of briefly cover with you right now to show you how the business can go into that direction is this whole idea about the 6 steps to massive profits. I'm not going to cover them all the way, but just give you some ideas what they are. The first step here is called the mastery step, which eliminates the chaos. And this is very important that you understand that, because if you don't have the basic mastery of how to deliver your product or service, you're going to always stumble. You're going to have to recreate the wheel every single time, and that's not going to be a good thing to do. So we want to get you past the mastery level. And once you get the mastery level, you get stability in your business, then you open up the niche. And this is where you get the predictable cash flow into your business. And this is where we do something called the 5 steps, the 5 ways, I'm sorry. And the 5 ways here is different ways to actually improve your profits 61% with a 10% secret. You need to find out what that secret is. Ask me about it, I'll tell you. We'll cover the 5 ways in another video, but basically there is a way to do a 10% increase that will give you 61% increase in your profits. And that's where the niche comes in, and this is where you get a predictable cash flow. Once you get the cash in hand, then you want to leverage everything you have. You're going to start looking at efficiencies in your business, how to make your business so efficient and so good. And there's four different areas where you can make these efficiencies happen, and we can go into them at some point. There's 4 ways here that where we leverage would make a big difference. The next level after that is, once we get there, now we have time on our hands with the owner. You, the owner, have time on your hands, and therefore you can start focusing on building a team and structure yourself for growth. In this case here, we're looking for a team that is passionate about the work you do, not about a paycheck that they get. They want to do a good service. They want to do something good. They want to join you in your project. And they believe in your vision. And there, you have to have a vision here that you can actually convey to the team and get things going. Lots of details in that area. Once you get through that, now you can hire a general manager, and you can take a step back, and you are looking at your business running like a well-oiled machine. You're touching the business only in areas that need minor tweaking, and or doing the things that you love to do in the business, not all the other stuff that is not attendant to the part that you are interested in. And or this may be that you open up a second office, or maybe that you buy another business that is synergistic with this business. Whatever you feel is necessary to get yourself up into a level that would make your business really, really, really good. Once you get through synergy, now you're looking at getting passive income. Maybe you want to sell your business. you want to look at the results that you had decided upon at the mastery level. So these are the 6 steps that a business goes through, especially an owner-based business. And once you understand those 6 steps and go through the process in each one of those 6 steps, ask me, I'll tell you, they all of a sudden your business will be in a much better place, and then you can actually go on, buy a second business and open a third business and so on, because the pieces are there for you. And you know, one of the great things about coaching, of course, is that somebody's there to kind of hold your feet to the fire and become an unreasonable friend to you and push you in the right direction in all the places. So this is what I wanted to quickly give you an idea about, but let's get you to the ideas of where we're going to go here. So here, the mastery level is where you are commercial. The niche level is where you're profitable enterprise. Your leverage is that works. Without you is the team part of the whole thing, okay? And here in synergy you duplicate, and of course you get going quickly. I'm not going to go through this. This is one of the slides I like to help people look at about being a victor or a victim, you know, being above or below the line. Basically, you can see that, and every time you wake up in the morning, which one are you there? And you need to be above the line, because when it comes to servicing your customers, being above the line is the best thing to do, okay? Above the line, you get results. Below the line, you're talking about reasons for failure, and that's not where you want to go. So we're talking about stellar service, and let's start looking at what makes a difference for the customer. What really makes a difference for the customer is, what do you give the customer a feeling of? You give them the feeling of satisfaction. Are they satisfied with what they got from you? Or are you giving a feeling of delight? It's the delight that makes all the difference. They want to be delighted. They want to really, you know, come in expecting one thing, and then you give them something so much different and so much better and so much more interesting for them. So what the customers want is, they want satisfaction when they walk into your business, when they walk out with whatever product or service you gave them, but they really are expecting to get more than they expected. They will talk if they get more than they expected. So if you deliver to the customer something really good, and you promise them at this level, and you deliver at this level, then what happens is this expectation gap, that the extra things that they got from you, this makes them talk about you, because they say, you know, he promised to give me X, but he gave me so much more than that. And that is something that you want to be thinking about. I'll tell you this why, because in a lot of times when we are in the sales process, we try to promise more and more and more and more. And then when we start delivering, we end up barely able to deliver what we promised. And that's the opposite from what you should be doing. You should be looking to promise one thing to solve the problem that they're looking for. And when you deliver the solution to that problem, and give them more than that, for them to be happily not expecting what you're giving them. And that's where you want to be. So that's a big thing. So how can you give your customers this kind of more than what they expect? That's what we want to look at. How do you give them more than what they expect? A few ingredients here that we want to look at. The first ingredient here, good customer service, is proactive. Proactive. Be proactive. If something is going wrong, if something is not working correctly, jump into it immediately, tell them about it, be very proactive, be very transparent, but always be proactive and in doing better than they expect from you. Don't wait until there's a problem to start to take care of your customer. Always be taking care of your customer ahead of time. So if something is going to happen, something is going to be a problem, warn the customer, tell the customer, offer additional services, offer something different, but always be there for the customer in a way that is very proactive, that they would like it. So when you are going through the sales, you're promising only a certain level, but when you're going through the actual service and providing the customer, you're always rising above the level that you set. So wherever you set them, you're always above that. You're always above that and doing something very proactively, very positively all the time. You need to keep on getting better. You need to innovate in your services. You need to innovate in your products and constantly think outside the box. The innovation is very, very important for the customer, because it allows you, it shows you that you are, it shows the customer that you are a person and a company that is constantly on the lookout for the benefit of the customer, and you're not holding back anything. You want to keep innovating because the customer will always expect you to be doing better, for you to get better and better and better and better. So always think about, what can I do? What can I put in front of the customer that will show the customer that I'm getting better? What can I do to show the customer that my service is better, my products are better, I'm more timely, it's easier to pay, it's easier to do anything that I need to do with the customer. This is something very important to allow the customer to see a growth in you and therefore a growth in the customer. So this is about the moments of truth. When something happens, when things happen, when your service will impress, and you really jump in to impress them with your service. This is when everything makes a difference. This is when all the effort that you put in makes a difference. And it's those moments of truth that make your customer very happy with you, and they want to come back to you again. More, because they will start talking about you. What we don't understand is customers leave. Why do they leave? Because they leave because of death. Well, we all die at some point, but customers leave because of death. That's 1%. Because they move to a different location, so they can't be working with you anymore. 3% of that. They buy from a friend. If a friend has a competing service or product, they may buy from a friend. 5% go that way. Then we get about 9% are sold by the competitor. Okay? But the biggest thing, and maybe some product or price difference. Now, if they're going because of product or price difference, you have not shown your value. You need to keep your value very high. If your value is high, they're not going to leave you because of that. The biggest reason customers leave you, 68% is perceived indifference. They see that you are just taking the money and providing minimal service. Then they feel that you are indifferent to them. And if they feel indifferent, there's no reason for them to stay. 68%. Look at that number, 68%. Do you want to be among those 68%? You certainly don't want to be, right? So the perceived indifference, 68% leave because of perceived indifference. That's a big number. They feel that you just don't care. If you understand that, then you know what you need to be doing with your customer. You need to be always having them on your mind. You need to be always reaching out to them with things they did not expect, with service they did not expect, with surveys, with questioning them how you can improve so they can be happier with you. Always be on the cutting edge and improvement edge that will make all the difference. The winning customer service really is consistency, to provide consistently good service, and then also to make it easy to buy. Don't make the buying process really, really difficult. Today on the internet, things are really, really simple. I mean, you can use PayPal, you can use Stripe, you can use any one of the payment processors, and you can just send them an invoice through the email. They click on it, they pay you through a credit card. It's done. It's very simple. It's very easy. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. That makes a big difference. Get to the wow factor. Make things easy and make sure that you deliver consistently and deliver very, very well. Okay, so what gives your customers feeling of consistency? You can do these things in the business. You can make them feel that it's easy to buy, right? And you can really provide them this wow factor. And how to ensure this happens to every A-grade customer? To get to an A-grade customer, how do you want to get them there? We want to get them above the B into the A and get them out of the C into the B. The D we want to forget about. How do you get them there? This is next video's talk, but I'll give you a hint about this. It is called the ladder of loyalty. I'll talk to you about that in the next video. And in the meantime, please comment below. Let me know if this is of benefit to you. Let me know what else you want to learn about. And don't forget to ask me about the 200-point business assessment. I can send it to you. Ask me about it, and I'll get it out to you. And next time we'll talk about the ladder of loyalty. Please like and share this video, and let me know what else you would like to see in the future. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of your week, and have an awesome weekend this weekend.